Good morning from the food court. I got myself a little breakfast bowl and some coffee hot chocolate. It looks so good, and today I'm doing 4 parks one day. This is the before. So excited. It's a tater tot bowl. I've been wanting to try it for a while. And the after. That was so good. I was just getting a little tired of the tater tots. They were just kind of a lot, but it was so good. I'm so full, but not too full. And I'm just gonna sit here and sip the rest of my coffee hot chocolate combo. Ever since I started drinking coffee and coming to Disney, I've loved to combine it with the hot cocoa because I grew up loving the hot cocoa. So I'm gonna sit here for just a little bit longer. We're gonna get back to Hollywood Studios. I'm gonna get some stuff done that I didn't last night. I mean, I purposely left it for this morning anyway, but yeah, I'm excited to be back and get started. By the way, I slept like a rock last night because I just obviously had such a long day, and I think I said something along the lines of when I got into my room that I'm gonna be mindful of my volume while speaking in the room. My neighbors, I swear, had like 10 people in the room next to me, and they were all speaking very loudly. But nothing I couldn't sleep through just because I was so tired, and I have a white noise app on my phone. But it's not that I'm not going to continue to be mindful of my volume while I speak in my room, but I just thought that was really interesting. No, but the bed was comfy, the shower was great, and we're back again. I feel more human. This morning I got the rest of the way ready, got my contacts in, I got my very thematically appropriate 4 parks one day shirt, and I have a couple different changes of my hats to go with today too. Just something little, but cheers to the first full day. And just like that, I am back in Hollywood Studios. I'm gonna head straight down to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I haven't done this in quite a few trips, and I'm just really missing it. The wait is posted 15 minutes. But we'll see. I just really want to ride it. I think it's such a wholesome, good time. It's crowded down Hollywood Boulevard, but as is the entrance of any park. I was really surprised to see how long the lines were to get tickets, like right at the door. People were getting tickets and the lines were so long. Stop me. What a pretty recreation of this iconic building. Runaway Railway was so successful. I was on and off the ride in a little under 50 minutes, and now I'm just taking a look at the little Walk of Fame. I feel like this is so easy to overlook, and I love it so much. R2-D2, 3PO. I'm not well. Maybe one more lap on Muppet Vision 3D today before we go. I just went through like a swarm of people, but I'm going back towards Rock and Roller Coaster now to hop in the single rider line for my last lap on that before the Electric Mayhem Retheme. Look at it. Look at it. An iconic entrance. But you know, we go on. I am headed to the single rider line, 11:05. I'm getting in line for single rider. Rock and Roller Coaster was a freaking blast. I waited a long time in single rider line. It's just after. It's 12:27. I got in line at 11:09, and there were general delays, like what can you do? But there were a lot of people noticeably abusing the single rider line. Like when you're a family of 5 and your kids are like 7 and 9, maybe rethink that decision to use the single rider line. It could have gone a little more smooth in that regard. But it's gonna be so fun with the Electric Mayhem theme. I feel totally like reinvigorated by that decision, but not so much at the expense of losing Muppet Vision 3D, which flawlessly segues into my next activity. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I'm going to go see Muppet Vision 3D for the very last time. I might not be okay, but maybe I'll get a little drinky drink after to pick me up, and we'll see what's happening at that point. But I'm going to make my way back towards Muppet Vision for the last time. Oh, and Rock and Roller Coaster, I wouldn't consider it a smooth roller coaster, but it is a lot smoother of a ride than I remembered. I don't know if that was due to that semi-lengthy refurb that they did, maybe last year or the year before. I don't remember. It's kind of underrated compared to what I remember, and I think it's going to do really great with the Electric Mayhem / Muppets retheme. There's a lot of good opportunities to be had there, and the vibe would just be good. I hear and see flames coming from the Indie Stunt Spectacular. I'm not going to see that today, but that is always such a good show, and I think maybe it'll fit in better again as Animal Kingdom does its refurbs and expansions. But I'm getting closer to Muppet Courtyard, Grand Avenue, whatever. And I realize I flat out need emotional support. I'm here by myself. You can be my emotional support. We made it. This is me before my last time watching Muppet Vision 3D. Glamour shots, the drama. It's a glorious 3-hour finale. The icon. An icon. This is me after seeing Muppet Vision for the last time. It's been such a staple of my family and I for so long when we would come here, and I can't believe that it's not going to be there as we know it anymore, but hopefully the future is good for it. As Waldo says at the very end, forward. I need therapy. Therapy acquired in the form of a frozen Coke. I'm just gonna sip on this and take a lap around Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land. Make my way back up to the park because we still got 3 more parks to go to today, and I really want to get to Animal Kingdom, so just gonna enjoy this. Mourn the bittersweet moments I just had. Besides the attractions here in Galaxy's Edge, the market area is definitely my favorite. It's also really pretty at night. Hello, Toy Story Land. It's so bright and in full color out here in all the sunshine. Kind of crowded. At this normal little bottleneck area down there. I love this area, especially with the oversized Christmas lights at night. Bye! Bye, Hollywood Studios! See you next time! Oh yeah! Guess I'll have it to myself.
Look, put it right here.
Distracted a dog! And hello from Animal Kingdom. I've had a little change in the hat. I'm gonna try Smiling Crocodile for lunch. I've never been there before. The Tree of Life is looking stunning as usual. I'm focusing a lot on the animal trails here today, and of course dinosaur while I still can.
Wasn't that amazing?
It's Kevin. Lunch was amazing. I had those chicken tacos, and I got a Pog margarita with a splash of watermelon. It was so good. Literally one of my new favorite drinks. Now I'm headed up towards the safari. I'm not really going to do the safari, but I am going to go up towards the Planet Watch and Conservation Station. I've never done that, so I'm excited for the little train ride and everything that there is up there to see. I'm so glad that Animal Kingdom always seems to be the warmest part, because I'm happy to be able to shed my jacket and also still be comfy in the shade. The rivers here are a paid actor. Like, come on. And then back there, yes, we're headed there this afternoon too.
The Wildlife Express, with a service to Rafiki's Planet Lodge. Here, you will discover a wide range of animals and creatures. In the affection section, you can handle books and personal domesticated animals like goats, sheep, and more. There's sneak peeks at animal care and action, and our veterinary nutrition inside the centers. Also, be sure to check out the animation experience at Conservation Station. You can learn to draw your favorite.
We're pollinators. I'm obsessed with everything about this exterior. I have no idea what's inside. I have no idea what else is around here, but it was kind of a long, calm walk up here, so I'm gonna go inside. Got some of the medical facilities for the animals, and of course, the hidden Mickey. They put up certain medical demonstrations that you can see here. I think they're done for the day today. Oh, pretty sure I saw this guy when I came in. It's a thick boy, featuring a hidden Mickey. We got a petting zoo area outside the conservation station. I'm definitely going to get in there and pet some of these babies, but I'm going to just put the camera away for that, just in case. I'm back from Rafiki's Planet Watch. It was super cute. The train ride up there was only a few minutes, and then I got to see some sheep and goats in the petting zoo. I love sheep, especially Disney sheep. Inside Conservation Station had a lot of, or maybe that was, I don't know if the main building is called Conservation Station or Planet Watch. It's all up there. It had a lot of cool animals and some bugs and local medical facilities. It was super cool. It was kind of crowded, but I'm just kind of in a corner. I'm actually, the train track was just over here behind me for the Planet Watch, to get up to Planet Watch. And I was sitting on the train coming back and realized that train ride was almost too relaxing. I'm a little sleepy. I could use some caffeine, but I needed some water bad before I do anything else. My plan was to do a lot of the trails I haven't done in a long time, but some of them close at 4:45, so I'm closest to the Gorilla Falls trail. That's probably the only one I'll get done before the other ones close for the rest of the day, but there is one that's open till park close, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to head over to Dinosaur and Single Rider for Everest. I don't have to say goodbye to Dinosaur today. I only had to say goodbye to one of my favorite attractions today, because thankfully I will be back before 2025 is over to ride Dinosaur one more time. Here we are! Look! Oh my goodness. I don't know if this is just because it's right before this trail's about to close, but this is such a good place to come if you're just feeling a little overwhelmed or just need to recharge without leaving the park entirely. And in the summer, the shade would be amazing, but you know it would be so humid still. Here in the aviary, it is so beautiful. Here with a little friend and some fish. Just had a quick chat with a cast member who was pointing out, I already forgot the name of the bird, but it was one of one bird in the whole aviary, so that was super special. It had a red head, that's all I remember. This was your screensaver in 2005, wasn't it? I saw the gorillas. I promise, but every time I tried to record them, the enclosure was blaring, so just know that I saw gorillas. So pretty. I'm on a swinging bridge type situation. But look at the sky. Right, those gorillas were so stinking cute, and now I'm gonna go over to Everest, and I'm gonna single rider that and hope nobody's abusing it like they were at Rock and Roller Coaster. Yay, Everest! I love all these little areas where it kind of dead ends and you can just stare at the Tree of Life. I feel like this could be on a postcard, not because of my camera work, because of the light and the sky and the Tree of Life. I could stare at the Tree of Life forever and ever and ever and continue to discover new animals the whole entire time. So pretty. This Disney duck does not know how lucky it is to get to swim at the Tree of Life. I'm on my way. So pretty. Again, could be a postcard. Not because of me, but because of just how pretty she is. I love this area with all the colored flags and Everest foreboding in front of us. Well, I was thinking about getting a cup of coffee, but I don't feel like I need that now because that ride on Everest was the equivalent of drinking a cup of coffee. That was so fun. A ride on Everest never disappoints, and now I'm headed over to dinosaurs, so I kept my hat off even though it has dinosaurs on it. Keeping the hat off because it's about to get pretty rattly. You could say we're not gonna make it. Not gonna lie, I did plan on seeing this today, but the show times ran out, and I'm like, not behind schedule. I did miss the last show regardless, but I will see it next time. I'm glad I'll have a chance to see it. I'm glad there's a next time. Oof, this just got a little bit real. Seeing the walls up with, I about said Gertie, you know, the Dino-Rama Dino. To you, this probably just looks like regular bench underneath the sign going to dinosaur, and you would be correct. It is otherwise a normal bench, but this bench actually has a funny story tied to it. When I was here with my two parents on the last trip we all took together, my dad was kind of done riding rides for the day, so he sat here and he just people watched while me and my mom went to go do dinosaur and stuff like that. And we went to come get him, and he was so entertained because he said, Megan, I've never seen so many meltdowns in one junction before. So because you can either go this way or you can go this way, and that is how this bench in this general location right here earned the name Meltdown Junction. Good bench. Here's my buddy Aladar. Fun fact, I play Stardew Valley weekly with my friend who moved away, and I named one of my dinosaurs in my dinosaur coop Aladar. It's a 60-minute wait. We'll see actually what happens. The single rider in Everest, I don't think took 20 minutes. Hi! I know it's so dark, but Dinosaur was so perfect as always. I met Tiffany and Emily in line, and we talked for over half the queue, and then we still got put together for the ride, so that was so fun. We took a really fun on-ride photo, and I got myself a little something from the dinosaur gift shop. But I'm running a little behind compared to what I thought I would be, but I still am going to go to Epcot for dinner, and I know you can barely see me, but I am walking with purpose back to the front of the park so I can get to Epcot for some dinner. And just like that, I'm back with the prettiest girl in school. Wow. I just caught Rainbow Connection on Spaceship Earth as I was coming out of a restroom break. And that is the main show that I wanted to see on Spaceship Earth. I can't wait to see what else is going to be on Spaceship Earth later when I come back to watch it here tonight. But I did take a double check on the time, and quite honestly, my step count is not wanting to walk all the way back to Japan tonight, and I'm not even as hungry as I thought, so I think I'm just going to get that when I come back. And just head over to Living with the Land right now. It's only a 10-minute wait. Easy. I have to go this way. Let me get on Living with the Land and then come back up and sit with Spaceship Earth for just a little bit longer and see what else there is to see. Yes. And to figure out a charging situation for my camera because it's dying. I knew this would happen, and I have a fuel rod I can switch out. I've wanted to do Living with the Land at night for so long, mostly because I just feel like the greenhouse would be very vibey at night with only the lights on and not the sun coming in the greenhouse. So that's what I'm gonna go do now. Just got off my first night ride with Living with the Land and pulled over at like the bench area upstairs at the Land Pavilion. I got myself a fuel rod. When I went to swap my old one, it said I had to upgrade. That was an upgraded one, but whatever. I hit the upgrade button and it gave me a whole new kit. So now I have 2 kits with all the extensions and chargers and everything, but my night ride on Living with the Land was pretty vibey. I think I sat right next to a speaker, so I'm sorry if this is really loud, but I have a dinner of champions, pretzel with cheese. Okay, the Rainbow Connection just played again, and from this view, it was also awesome versus where I first saw it, kind of unplanned. I am probably gonna go to Club Pool and get a little something to drink real quick, and then, I don't know, I might head to Magic Kingdom after that. I might see if I can pick up my AP magnet while I'm here. If not, I'll do that on Monday.
Okay, I last left you at Epcot. I finished my pretzel with cheese. I popped into Club Pool and I got some of the watermelon soda to sip on. Me and two of the cast members convinced a first-timer family that Beverly was the best selection there, and then I promptly left. I got my AP magnet at Creations. I can never keep Creations and Connections straight. And then I rode Spaceship Earth because it was a walk-on. I selected the English language to ride it in at Joseph. And I finally took a good on-ride photo. So now I'm here in the Magic Kingdom. Hold please. We did it. I did it. I'm so proud of myself, but mostly I'm just really happy to be here. The park is open for another hour and 5 minutes, and I think I'm going to start with the People Mover and just see where that takes me. There she is! Got some reefer walls up for Astro Orbiter, and you already know.
Safety. Remain seated at all times, keeping.
Welcome aboard the People Mover, presented by Enterprise.
Thank you.
I'm Walt 5, your guide aboard this highway in the sky. The absolute best way to see Tomorrowland. And my stars, is there ever lots to see?
I got off the People Mover, and for some reason I felt like I needed to run for my life over to Space Mountain because it has a 15-minute wait, and I did it, and I got in the back row, and it was so fun. In a way, I was hoping it would kind of reverse the random pinched nerve I felt starting last night. And at the end of the night, I randomly just felt this pinched nerve in my lower back just getting worse and worse and worse. I thought that would kind of, jar it back in place. That did not happen, but I am going to take it a little easier now and probably end the night with Small World. I'm not rushing to get over there one bit, but I love Space Mountain so much. It is such a humbling experience, though, trying to get out of that seat with a backpack. Like, I don't have a big backpack, but I definitely don't have a small backpack, and there's not much extra space on the Space Mountain seats.
Teacups at night whilst leaving Tomorrowland with Now Is the Time, Now Is the Best Time playing. Ethereal. Look how empty Tomorrowland, or this is Fantasyland, is becoming. I love when there's actually room to breathe in this otherwise normally pretty bottlenecky area of Fantasyland. Do I get an empty Small World for my birthday? I think so! The left duck is me, always yapping. No Magic Band recognition on the screens at the moment. I'm also just such a big fan of Mary Blair's art. I'm happy that I get to go somewhere to see it physically like this, like it's a Small World. I have a book of hers that I need to start. It's a book about her art, so it's 10:55. I'm gonna make my way towards the front. I didn't know if I would be able to squeeze in Haunted Mansion, but I need to get ready for tomorrow because I will actually be back here bright and early tomorrow. So I'm doing my first ever tour of going on Keys to the Kingdom. Selfie! Walking out of here on Main Street, and I saw somebody take a picture of the Main Street train station on their 3DS XL, and there's something so cool and uniquely different. What a thing to witness. Well, you know what time it is if we're sitting in our little chat spot. It is 11:38 p.m. Just got back in the room and the dogs are barking. But for all the good reasons, though, I'm just so extremely happy with how today turned out. I had so much fun. I have my step count. 26,990 steps from this little thing I like to call 4 parks one day. That has been on my Disney bucket list for a long time, just to see what it would be like. And I think everything went so perfectly. I didn't hit 100% of everything that I had on my list today, but I don't even care. I went to all 4 parks. I'm getting sleepy. The 3 best parts of my day were successfully doing 4 parks one day. My second favorite part was my lunch at Animal Kingdom. That came out of nowhere. That was kind of a last minute lunch decision because I originally planned to go to Pizzafari, but they didn't have the menu item I wanted anymore, so I swerved over to Smiling Crocodile and the chicken street tacos. It comes with chips and salsa. The salsa is like a verde salsa. The chicken, everything in it is just so unique and good together. It came completely out of left field. Like I knew I would like it. That's I think my favorite lunch. My favorite quick service lunch in Disney World. And the Pog drink that I got, it was a Pog margarita with a splash of watermelon. And as I got to the bottom, I also saw that they put gummy worms in it. Because at Animal Kingdom, you have a wild time. I'll see myself out. The third best part of my day was getting to talk to or getting to meet Tiffany and Emily in front of me in the dinosaur queue. We just got to talk for such a long time and they were so nice. They were a sister duo, and even though we only spent probably like 45 minutes together between the part of the queue and on the ride and a little bit off the ride together, I feel like they were just so easy to talk to. And this something I love about being here with myself is that it's not hard for me to talk to people anyway. Like I'm pretty extroverted, but talking to them was just so fun. And this is kind of an honorable mention as a favorite part of my day, but I feel a lot more confident recording when I'm out. Yesterday, I really, really had to get used to doing my thing. Today, I felt a lot better about it. I have a long way to go. I know that. So, I'm welcome to any feedback. Just please be kind in your feedback. And this is so fun. This was kind of a big thing to get used to for me, but I'm glad that I can finally have an opportunity to do it. But I need to get ready for bed. I get to be back at Magic Kingdom by 8 a.m. because I'm doing something else off of my Disney bucket list that I get to cross off is the Keys to the Kingdom tour. So I probably won't pick the vlog up till later than normal because you can't record on the tour. It's gonna be a fresh early one tomorrow, but another full fun day, and it's all about Magic Kingdom. So good night, and I will see you tomorrow for some more Magic Kingdom and some more fun. Good night. Just kidding, not good night yet. I got one thing today, and it cannot wait. It cannot wait to be shown. Hello there. My inner child is screaming right now. It smells like latex. It is latex. This is 100% latex. The Carnotaurus is coming home with me. It's one of the hand puppets. This is one of those things where if someone's gonna come over to my house or something, they'll be like, "What is that?" And I'll be like, "You don't have a Carnotaurus hand puppet that's 100% latex?" I've seen this so many times, and I thought about buying it so many times just because I'm such a fan. We're gonna have all kinds of... my cat's gonna hate this. Anyway, I had to show you this. So now, good night for real from me and the Carnotaurus, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Magic Kingdom.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions, your ideas. Be sure to share them in the comments below, or you can contact me. There's information in the description that has my email address, fan pages, information about merchandise, and so much more. So be sure to check that out. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, and if you haven't already, hit the button right up there to subscribe. And in fact, if you did enjoy this, I've even got another video for you right here. And also about these wonderful people here, those are my YouTube members and my patrons, the ones whose financial support makes this possible. I couldn't do it without them. If you want to know more about that and the perks that come with it, Well, be sure to check the description. There's a link right down there. Thank you so incredibly much. God bless.